Aloha, Capricorn. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, and this is your reading for June 1st through the 15th. We'll start off today with a card for your overall energy. We'll look at your specific energies, the energies connected to you, and then how those dance and mingle in the middle. We'll close off the reading with an oracle card for the Capricorn collective. Do keep in mind these are general readings, so take only what resonates. In addition to your sun sign, you may want to check out your moon, rising, or north node placements for additional context and texture. If you're interested in a personal reading, there are links in the description below, along with my social media links. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Creators on the Crest. Okay, let's get going, Capricorn. Your energy is coming in quite robustly here today. Capricorn, your overall energy is wild. May you express all that you are. May you express all that you are. Capricorn, no wonder you're coming in so robustly today. You're really in your element, in your energy. And I love that. It's like the ocean, which I was just near the ocean. It was fabulous in Kauai and magnificent, so powerful. The waves, the rocks, the sand, the cliffs. Okay. Whoa, too many. All right. Let's get these organized here. Let me get a sip of tea. Capricorn, on your side, you get the Six of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. I feel like something has opened up for you, Capricorn. There's some sort of flow, and this might have to be, connected to the wild energy. This may have to do with that. Something has opened up for you. I feel like you're open to whatever is opening up for you. It may feel a little bit different. I think it kind of might have you off balance a little bit. Like, you're like, is this really my life? Is this really what's going on? Something different than you've experienced before, something more unique, something more dramatic even maybe than you've dealt with before. And with this Ten of Wands, that's usually, for you all Cappies, you're really hard workers. You're always good workers. You have good work ethic. And I feel like whatever is coming in for you, whatever is opening up to you, that you're also opening up to, even if it has you a bit off balance, you are making the connection to your hard work and the effort that you've put in to maybe your own growth and development that is responsible for this. Ten of Wands can feel like a burden sometimes, but I'm not getting it in this sense. I'm feeling like you're handling it and you're aware that something about your work ethic or about your hard work has resulted in this opening up, this celebration. Now, the energy connected to you, they get the World, the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. This person's also opening up to something. This feels to me like whereas you're opening up, it has more to do with like your personality, maybe your job environment, something you're passionate about. For this person, it's like a major cycle, a major new cycle that they're walking into. They are giving me a very open feeling energy. They're giving me a very excitable energy with this Queen of Wands, very excited to do this, to look at this, to go for things. And then they get the Page of Pentacles. So there's also this element, just like for you, like making certain connections, or maybe you're feeling a little off balance. This person as well has a bit of that, ooh, I'm trying to balance, and maybe they're giving me that feeling of like they're not getting balance as easily as they would like to, but they're working at it. It's just that their progress is slower. This could be someone that is actually working on growing something in their life and has brought that into their life, but they're figuring out how to balance it out. Could be their time and energy. In the connecting energies, you get the Queen of Swords and the Sun. I like this. It's confident energy. It's joyful energy. It's a powerful energy. It's not the kind of energy that is gloating and egoic. It's the kind of energy that is like a subtle knowing, and where you can show up and in this connection, in this relationship with these energies, you can show up without having to say a lot. So it kind of reminds me of the sense of like friends who don't see each other for a long time and then they come back together and like they pick up right where they left off. That's the kind of sense I get in the connection. But we're going to clarify. So let's see, Cappy. Let's do this Six of Wands. What has opened up for you? Let's get some clarifications here. The Empress, the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, Cappy, for some of you, the energy that I get is very fertile. Do keep that in mind. It's an energy of if you're trying to have children, that is very palpable right now for you. There's a chance that that would be grounded into reality for you. If it's not a physical child, this may be a creative venture. This could be you really moving into your purpose, starting your own business. Might be a good example of this. And I see you working at it. I see you going in that Cappy way that you do. But you're definitely opening up. So there's a receptive quality going on here, Capricorn. I do get a more feminine receptive energy, but we do have this King of Pentacles involved. So there's definitely masculine energy involved here. And if you are the masculine, you could be perceiving this in your feminine counterpart. Okay, let's look at the Two of Pentacles here. So what has you off balance? To clarify the Two of Pentacles, you get the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Judgment card. This, to me, Capricorn, feels very much like an energy that I, as a friend or a loved one, would encourage you to work on healing, maybe forgiving yourself, because it seems like maybe you haven't been this receptive, open, joyful Cappy in the past or in past relationships, or maybe even with this current connection that we're talking about here. You haven't always dedicated the time and energy into stabilizing yourself and the connection. And there might be a little hint of guilt here that you're dealing with, that you're feeling like you need to atone for, that you need to, there's a bit of remorse kind of feeling in here. And since it comes in with the Lovers, that is a connection, an important connection to you. Could be romantic, could be friendship, could be a family member, but there's definitely something that kind of weighs on you. And as you open up to this new energy and you're recognizing that, there's this little shadow in here of guilt or remorse that is maybe something you're still working on. Okay, so you're trying to find the balance in that. It feels like it goes a little deep for you, like possibly a pattern in your life. For the Ten of Wands, you get the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Okay. The Four of Wands and the Ten of Wands are kind of standing out to me. So if I add the 10 plus 4, I get the 5, and we have the Five of Pentacles here, and then we'll get to the Page of Cups. But this tells me that you have been, like I picked up in the previous card, you have been really working on your own stability, gaining your own stability, feeling a sense of pride in that, and doing so in a way that even if you haven't had anyone else there really helping you, and this has been kind of a solo journey, or at least some of the difficult times have been a solo part of the journey, you're showing me that you, despite feeling maybe abandoned or alone or a bit sad at times or a bit defeated, you're showing me that through that, it has taught you how to open up your heart to yourself. And so that would make sense with you welcoming in a more receptive energy. Certainly if you're considering having a child, you would maybe evolve into a greater understanding of love for yourself so you can model that for your child. And it really is a beautiful energy. I see the pain, I see the conflict, I see the hard times that you've worked through, and maybe you just needed somebody to acknowledge that this has been a tough road, but your work, your great work that you're doing upon yourself is shining through, and it feels like you're opening up to maybe sharing that with someone else, or with the world in general. Now let's look at this other side of things. They have the World card. Speaking of the world, wow, they get to clarify the world, the Devil, the Five of Swords, and the Hierophant. This person has gone through it. If this is like, let's say, a lifelong friend, like that friendship I mentioned where the two of you can catch right back up, this person would probably make you aware of some of the things that they've learned. It looks like that they were really dealing with either some sort of, previous toxic relationship. Could be a toxic relationship with a family member or another friend or a boss, somebody in their life. I feel like they felt controlled. They felt like micromanaged in this situation, and it was very painful. It was hard for them to leave it behind until it wasn't. And I do feel like they are moving out of that energy with them getting the World card there. They're putting it into being in that relationship, whatever it is. I'm not necessarily getting it's the relationship with you, but the Devil card is your card. So you could have inspired this person in some sort of way to move through this energy. And they're ending here with the Hierophant, which is spiritual authority, confidence in one's self, aligning more with one's own true north. Let's look at this Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands for them is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Wow. These are all such different dynamic energies. I love how this person is bringing them together. They could be an artist, or they're very artistic. They have an artistic approach to life. I do see them always kind of coming back to themselves, being maybe pretty good at grounding themselves back in, slowing things down when needed, and then moving quicker when needed. I really like the momentum that they have despite what they've been through here. So again, this could be a friend you're catching up with, and you may notice this. You may notice, wow, if this is someone you're in a romantic relationship with, this is pretty cool how they're dealing with the energies here. I feel like it is a pace that you would recognize, that would be aligned with you, and that, this person, they will go back and forth between being so excited and being open and receptive, and then sometimes maybe needing to protect a little bit more, protect what they've built, because they've dealt with some crap in the past. But keep that in mind. That's just almost like it feels like a whisper of the past that sometimes sneaks up and maybe makes them feel like they need to protect themselves more than they really do in relationship to you, or in their safe relationships, the healthy relationships they have. Let's look at their Page of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so this person is working with the energy of grace and giving themselves grace. I think in the past this is a person who've been really hard on themselves. And so they would be in these situations with maybe you or a different friend, a family member, a boss, where they weren't really thinking very highly of themselves. You know, they just weren't, and they were thinking they just needed to just keep going. There was something, they thought there was something wrong with them, but they're realizing that whole, it takes two to tango, and there's more to it than that. And so they've really been working at nurturing themselves. This is a slow process. They're finding balance in this. They're at those times where their mind really starts to take over and they get in kind of a stressed mental state. They're trying to slow things down and come back into their peace. This could be somebody who is establishing like a yoga practice for themselves, or some sort of breathing. They could be working on doing somatics. If they're not, and you're into that, maybe mention it to them. It might help them. Okay, let's look at the Queen of Swords in the connecting energy. On your side comes in the Knight of Swords, which I really like that with the Queen. I think you're feeling like, yeah, I'm confident. I'm confident about where this connection with this person is headed. They bring in the Star. They're also confident. They also feel very happy. I do feel like the Star for them in this connection, the connection itself brings in a sense of balance, a sense of temperance for them, a sense of like it's okay for them to be where they're at. It's making them feel really good about things. So really confident, like let's move this forward kind of energy. Okay, let's clarify the Sun. On your side comes in the Seven of Cups, and on their side the Queen of Cups. Or I'm sorry, Seven of Swords for you. Seven of Swords. Happy. Are you scared of being happy? Do you believe you're not deserving of happiness? Because this Seven of Swords kind of shows you kind of hiding away from this joy that this connection brings. And maybe not expressing who you are. Remember, the overall energy is wild. And I think this connection works better when the two of you show up just wild and free as you are. Outdoor activities might be really good for the both of you. This person, they see the joy. They're opening their heart to it. They're filling their cup. They're making sure their cup is full so they can contribute. Perhaps you helped this person through a hard time and felt a little drained by the connection, but it appears that, and maybe you were thinking about, like, as they were going through whatever it was that they've come out of, maybe you're thinking about leaving or distancing yourself from this connection. And now you're turning back toward looking at it again because you're recognizing there's a lot of joy and love here. And with you opening up and being receptive, yeah, I'm almost getting like happiness to you at times can feel like a burden. Maybe it comes with a price. I don't know, Cappy. There's something there for you to have a look at. So have a look at it. I mean, you're in a really good position to look at those kinds of things for yourself right now. Because you are receptive, you are opening, you are being encouraged to express. And whomever you're connected to here is expressing. Capricorn, let's get you a card to close off the reading from the Divine Animals Oracle. Capricorn, you get the number 43 card, the snake, and it says creation. It would be possible to write a very thick book simply on snake magic alone, such as its variety and power. For our purposes here, use snake magic for two main intentions. First, for creation, and second, for protection. Snake energy is almost unmatched in its ability to stimulate the flow of creative forces and enable those ideas and concepts to be successfully transformed into reality. If you are stuck for ideas, lacking in the flow to get things happening, or literally lacking fertility in any area, Call upon the snake. As for protection, in so many cultures, snakes are the protectors of truth and all that is good. If you are worried about being robbed, abandoned, let out in the cold, about others overstepping your boundaries, you need an energy to keep you safe, and calling in snake magic is the perfect thing. Okay, so Capricorn, this is really interesting based on your reading and me asking you if you're afraid to be happy. And this snake is actually wound coming around and out of an anatomical heart here. So as you're opening up to yourself, you may feel a little bit more vulnerable. You may feel like you need a little bit more protection. You may, if you are pregnant, that could be it. You could be nesting and feeling like, wow, I need to really have this safe container. I'm bringing a child into the world, right? There's this wild energy to express who you are, very primal, which is, pregnancy is a very primal state. And even if it's the pregnancy of a creative idea, not a child, you are allowed to be in this dynamic creative state that's going to change as you change. The number 43, it reduces to 7, and that is a number of change and movement. So making sure that you're getting that you are getting that, maybe even physically in your body, since you're an earth sign, getting the proper amount of movement to keep your body, your homeostasis is what I want to say. There's a homeostasis that you're craving. Cappy, I hope this has been helpful. Mahalo. Until next time, thank you so much.